What up, YouTube? Asian Persuasion here, Team DKF. We're at the YCS Anaheim 2016 here with my boy Slim.
What's going on, you guys?
Yep, he got that first place at the regionals, man. And what were you playing?
The Minerva Goo.
The Minerva Goo?
We were playing the Totally Awesome build. First and foremost, I want to shout out Michael Temez, Roger Newman, and Chris Morrell, because they convinced me to play that build. Probably should have played it at the YCS. I ended X3 at the YCS, so this deck was insane. I literally didn't know how to build it. They gave me like a template and just said, look at our old profile. I just built it and it was perfect. Like,
sure, man.
It was great. So I mean, it's so powerful being able to go Minerva plus Bahamut plus Tree Toad plus a Snow Engrave. Like you're in so much control of the game that like a lot of the games your games don't last outside maybe more than 3 or 4 turns. Yeah, so it was really good. So yeah, I only entered because I had nothing to do until we do deck profiles. And I already qualified, but I was like, I'll go for it. I want the box and the mag because I sold them last time, so I was like, I'll keep them this time.
So now this first place means a lot more, man.
Yeah, now it actually means something.
Yep,
so yeah,
for sure,
all right,
man.
I'll get into the deck.
For sure, man.
So for the Lightsworns, we play a low Lightsworn count, but we play, of course, 3 Raiden, best normal summon, 3 Wolf. You just want to mill it. Don't want to draw it. We don't play Goblinberg, so it has really no purpose outside of maybe having Goldfish. And then just 2 Lilas. This card was really clutch because it would just pop back rows and then I could exceed with it. So yeah, that's our Lightsworn engine. It's only 8. Minerva, I mean, if you can hit a Wolf off of it, you're really like ahead of things. But yeah, for the starter cards, 2 Thrasher, not 3. 2 was enough. We play the trap, the Phantom Knight trap that becomes a level 4.
The Brigandine.
Yeah, and then for the water package, I just call this the water package. We got the 3 Goldfish, 2 Chocolate Magician Girl, and 3 Gigabyte. So the way this works is that this, of course, will bring out another 4. If you control a spellcaster, which we have several of, we have Lila, we have Trick Clown, we have Chocolate Magician Girl, you special this out, and I mean, you can only control 1, but you overlay with it. It's searchable by King of the Feral Imps, and you can make a rank 4, or it's what helps you make your Bahamut into your Tree Toad. So this was just amazing. This whole engine was amazing. Yeah. Magician Girl gets a lot of value too if you discard a Snow, because you usually want it engraved, not in your hand. So you can draw cards off of it. So yeah. So this engine was just perfect. I wouldn't change it. I actually think it was perfect. I wasn't sure on the ratios, so I just went with what made sense. And then the 2 Trick Clowns, and then best card in the deck. 3 Snow just wins you every game. Makes your ABC matchup a lot easier. They go Thrasher Guy, you just book it. They end their turn. And then just 2 Maxis, because just a good card. You needed this format. Every deck is special summoning. And I opened it both games in the finals, thank God.
Against Heroes,
so that was it for the monsters. I think it was 25. Yeah, the finals was insane because I had to play against Dark Law, and that's like my worst matchup. Yeah, onto the spells. 3 Desires, best card in the game. You play it. Draw 1, you win the game, or something like that. 3 instant, it's needed in this deck. We play a card in the extra deck, you can recycle your Norden, so it can happen. Plus, if Norden ever gets recycled by Emerald, then you get Instant Fusion's live again. So you want to see this card as soon as possible because it will guarantee you most of the time your Bahamut into Tree Toad. Yeah. 3 Recharge, 2 Charge, just basic stuff for Lightsworns. And then 2 Twin Twisters. This was the last 2 cards added. The deck's 42. The reason I added this was because they told me of course you're not always going to win every die roll. I lost almost every die roll. I lost it to Dub K. I lost every die roll, I think. And it was just, this was really good for just like going second, just clearing boards, and it won me the last turn in finals because I Twin Twisted away his back row, and that was it. So yeah, really good. And then just Rhoda, Foolish, Soul Charge, good cards. Wins games. And then the 1 Trap. Now, if people don't know, this is the Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine. The way it works is you can set it and activate it the same turn you set it. If you have no traps in your grave, this is the only trap we play. It becomes level 4. Yeah. So it helps you start your rank 4 plays.
So it's better than Thrashers because you can have.
Yeah, it basically is like the place of the 3rd Thrasher. Plus, we're playing Rhoda. We're basically playing like 5 Thrashers, so it's really good. Definitely. Yeah, 4 Thrashers. Yeah, so it's good. So yeah, that's main deck is 42. It's good. Side deck, 2 Denko. Shout out to Johnny. Denkos, yeah, these are powerful. I didn't play a match where I actually needed them, but for Paleozoics, because I lost to Temez in the YCS, so this card would have came clutch. They can't set, and if you just summon it, they don't have warning. You just pretty much win. So really good card. 2 Gamma Seal. Just my outs to Dark Law and problematic Floodgate monsters. I played against a Burning Abyss, and I saw he milled Vanity's Fiend, so I was glad I sided this in. I actually tributed over his Beatrice, so it's really good. 3rd Twin Twister, 1 Raigeki, board wipe, and just for back row decks. Book of Eclipse, which single-handedly won me the 2nd game of the finals because he started with Dark Law. Dark Law basically just kills my whole deck, and I went Book of Eclipse. He had no response, so then I was able to go off from there. So this card was clutch, really clutch. And since I got rid of the Dark Law, he didn't draw, so that's good. 3 System down for ABCs. 1 Random Dimensional Barrier. YCS remaining 3. I couldn't think of a 15th card, and I thought, well, if I go first against like ABCs or something, I can just call XYZs and it'd be good.
Yeah.
And then just 3 anti-spell for Pendulum decks. Blue eyes too, but yeah. So that was a side deck.
For sure. Extra deck.
Right, extra.
Real important stuff.
Yeah, 1 Norden. Actually, probably the most important card in the deck, just because it single-handedly with instant fusion just becomes your Bahamut into your Tree Toad. Like it's so ridiculous. Like how good the card is. Plus, what was really I think was that it makes your Dweller big.
Yeah,
that's really important.
Man.
When you have this in Gigabyte, it's huge. So I mean, it's just great. 2 Omega. I don't know if this was correct. I only made 1, but the second one it never came up. I probably would have. I should have played Crimson Blader. Yeah, I should have played Crimson Blader because against ABC, had I made this, I probably could have won the match 2-0 because I could have swung over his guy and he can go Buster Dragon.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
But yeah, you learn best card in the deck next to Norden. I only have 1 because I'm not Johnny, but I only needed 1, so still good. Yes, you can get it, play it. It's a really fun deck to play. So yeah, that, and then this was the MVP package, Bahamut and Tree Toad. Most fields look like this.
And it feels good.
And this sometimes if you're really lucky, so fields are really powerful. This card's really, really good. Like, well, another thing is this guy's big. Like I think a lot of people forget he's 26, plus you can run over stuff and then do Tree Toad in main phase too, and that's huge. So that was good. And this is a card I was talking about earlier, Bujinshi Amaterasu. So basically, if you do get the 3/4s, and it's really simple with the Gigabytes and the Trick Clowns and everything, basically you can do one of these 2 effects. So during your own turn, you can target one of your banished level 4 or lower monsters, special summon it. We banish 7 cards for snow, and then on your opponent's turn, you can target one of your banished level 4 or lower monsters and a target to your hand.
So like Max C.
You can add Max C back. That's just crazy. So yeah, so it didn't come up in these 4. It was only in 4 rounds. It didn't come up for 4 rounds, but it's still good. So I definitely wouldn't cut it. Same with Tsukiyomi. It didn't come up. I didn't have those hands where like I wanted Minerva first over because what I would have discarded didn't belong in the graveyard. I always had Max C, so it was like I don't want to discard Max C. So, but it's really good just in general because it can get you your Snow's engraved and you can draw cards, and Trick Clown's a good card. Then the Utopia package, if it came up, Castell, Dweller, Emerald, Rhapsody, basic stuff, and then just the King of the Pharaoh Lamps because it searches Gigabyte.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
So that's everything. Any other shout outs you want to give besides the ones earlier?
Yeah, shout out to my boy, shout out to Johnny, shout out to I had to play Dove K round 2, he was playing those synchros, and for game 1 I didn't get to play, so
we're going back old school.
Go back old school, man. Yeah, but feels good. Now I mean I already had my invite, but now I have it again, and this time I actually have the mat in the box, so feels good. So,
Alright man, congrats on getting first place and thanks for deck profile, man.
No problem, man.